All right. Hey, hello. Welcome, everyone, to the D League Podcast, episode 7. We are over a quarter of the way through the season now. Things are starting to take shape. Our shitty teams are truly shitty. They didn't turn it around. The good teams are still good. And I have with me my fellow 2-3 loser in Guggenheim, Will Postler. Hey, Will,
Hello.
join in.
Hey, Austin. How are you?
I'm great. Um, this is now Will's second time on the pod. You wouldn't know that because Jameson deleted the first time, which is his right.
That
But
was good call. Good
yeah,
call.
just wipe the slate clean. Last year never happened. Um, how was your week, man? I guess we'll just get started right away. What'd you
Yeah.
do in life, and then how'd fantasy go?
Life is boring, so nothing exciting there. Just your same old Midwestern cry for help, living the dream. And fantasy is fantasy was not great. Um, my team, struggled. I had Amon Ra was out and Keenan Allen was on bye, and so
Oh,
I basically was, it was just a punt. I
oh yeah, you still had Barkley in the lineup too, who didn't
Yeah, ended
play.
up not playing, but there weren't really a lot of options for me
Yeah.
to sub him out. I also had to start Sky Moore and Marvin Mims, which got me a combined 1 point. So overall, it was not a great week.
I'm
But
glad you
now that
jumped on the grenade that is Sky Moore, so I don't have to look at him anymore.
I know, well, you dropped him, and I was like, "Ha, you idiot! He's coming,"
Yeah. He's about to
and
turn it
that has
around.
not happened yet. But I don't give up on my players, so I'm going to keep him for a while, and we'll see how it goes from here on out. Now that hopefully Amon Ra's back and Keenan Allen's off by, I will hopefully return back to my normal form.
I think
Everyone's
you
done with
will. I
their
mean,
vacation.
yeah, Fields is turning it on. Ridley
Hmm.
had a good game. Barkley might be back. Yeah, you could be on the up and up.
Yep.
Hope so, anyway.
Yeah,
Um,
we'll see.
so let's see. Mine. I don't really know what I got up to this week. Oh, we had a bunch of pickleball people over on Sunday night for pizza.
Mm,
Merritt
it's
makes
exciting.
homemade pizzas, so that was rad. Watched the Twins win,
Mm.
um, but they just lost actually 30 minutes ago to get knocked out of the playoffs. So that fucking sucked.
Yeah, I saw that. They're not
Um,
great.
no tragedy.
Hmm.
Then also tragedy was fantasy. I lost to Renner by a point and a half. Um, I kind of told myself in the beginning of the year I would just get the Saints defense and just stick with them, and they've been
Mm.
pretty good. But I got cute and dropped them for Detroit. Detroit had 8 points. The Saints defense had 24, and I would have won. But
Oof.
yeah, brutal. And also he had the Pittsburgh defense, which
Had.
if
Yep.
any Raven could catch a single ball, like he wouldn't have won. But shit happens.
What is so the Ravens defense is top 40 or the Pittsburgh defense is a top 40 overall point scoring group.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah. They have a 29 and a 21, an 11. They had a
yeah,
0 the
they've
week
scored
before.
more points than Calvin Ridley this year. So just keep that in mind.
Yeah, not
Yep.
ideal out here.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you and I are both 2-3. We're struggling.
Yep.
We
Mm-hmm.
hopefully can get some players back. Well, not for me. All my players are permanently out, but you at least have hope that people are coming back.
Yeah, I'm not too worried in the sense that we're just a game behind 500, so we'll get
Oh
there.
yeah,
Yep.
it's right
Yep.
there for the taking.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so on to some week 5 reactions, not just fantasy related, but
Mm-hmm.
first things first. Everyone is on IR, so if you had a breakout player that you're feeling good about, they're probably on injured reserve now. Devon A. Chan, hero of the last month, 3 weeks. Somehow goes. I don't think anybody even knew this. I don't know if it happened during the game or what, but his knee doesn't work anymore, so he's on IR.
Mm-hmm.
James Conner, kind of a nice surprise. He just went out of nowhere, and then the big one, Justin Jefferson, guy who's been nothing but a picture of health for 3 straight years, pulls his hammy. I actually didn't realize this, but I should have. What the U.S. Bank's name is Turf, so the Turf Monster got him.
Yeah, it was just a matter of time.
Yep, yeah, and he kind of runs. I mean, he's amazing, but he runs kind of weird, and it just kind of looks
Hmm.
like he's about to pull something at all times, and it finally happened.
Yeah, I'm a Jamar Chase. He's my favorite player, so I'm all about he's gonna now take this chance. He was out a few games last year. He's now gonna crush every record Justin Jefferson put up. And everyone's just gonna forget Justin Jefferson plays football.
It's
They're
his
gonna be like, "Who
time.
is that guy? He was
Yeah,
good, wasn't he, back in the day?"
just in time for Addison to take over.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll never
So
think about Justin Jefferson ever again.
he's just overshadowed, cursed by being born 1 year too soon.
The next thing I saw was the Colts game. This was pretty bizarre. So all offseason, the Taylor isn't going to get paid. He's not going to get paid. He's faking an injury. They put him on the pup, and then like a day before the game happens, they give him a fucking massive contract.
I
Like,
saw
okay,
that.
this is after an entire like four games of Zach Moss being like, you don't have to pay Jonathan Taylor. It's like, I got this. Don't worry about it. They
Yep.
fucking pay him, and then Zach Moss has like 200 and a touchdown. So like,
Yeah.
why did you
They
do that? You don't need to
it's
pay him.
it's amazing.
That's Jim Irsay is a fucking insane person. I kind of love it. Hey, Paul. Paul's in the chat. Get your
Yep.
Pauls in the chat. Yeah, Paul. We just got done talking about Justin Jefferson. So your your team is struggling. Sorry, buddy.
I would respond to your chat, Paul, but as you know, only the host is allowed to.
Yeah, no talking. No table talk. Then the other thing I had was the Bears. So I should talk them for a long time. It's now 2 weeks in a row. They have gone against very, very, very bad defenses, but if you look at the schedule, they're against very, very bad defenses for the next like month. So this is going
Yeah.
to be one of those stretches like Fields had last year where he's going to put up 30, 35 every single game. And he's doing it just to spite me, and I don't appreciate that because
Yep.
I'm just a podcaster. I just have a podcast.
It won watched by 32 people every week. It's great.
Hmm. Yeah,
So,
maybe two of whom are Bears fans, and they're messaging him personally.
yeah, he's I'm excited for it cuz I picked him up for this stretch. Thought it would work out,
Did you
hopefully.
get him off waivers?
No, I drafted him in
Oh
like the
yeah, yeah.
4th round or 5th, I don't know when,
You said I'm
early-ish.
gonna eat 2 and 3, but I'm gonna sit here, and in the middle of the season, I'm gonna start dominating.
Exactly. He's a slow start. One theory I heard that would be good, but also really interesting is that the Bears should trade him to Atlanta. I thought that would be kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be pretty. That Arthur Smith would have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, he
I
would
could
have
see him
fun.
pissing
He's
everyone off.
better than Ritter. The Bears are
Yeah.
going to have a top 5 pick, so you're going to get a new QB anyways. So you might as well get rid of him for something good.
Well, that's why the Kirk Cousins situation is. I'm so even as a Vikings fan, I'm like I have no idea what's gonna happen because Atlanta could
Yeah.
use him.
Yep.
Um, I
The
guess we talked about
Jets.
this with Benda, but yeah, the Jets would love him.
Yeah.
Fucking
Although he
Washington
wouldn't.
even.
Doesn't he need another year, or it hits his contract year, right?
Yeah, he's a free agent next
Yeah.
year.
Yeah. So going to the Jets would be hard because then he'd know he'd only be like, he'd still be a free agent and
Oh
whatever.
yeah, Rogers comes back. Yeah,
Yeah. He's not going to
he'd be a
oust Rodgers
one
next
year
year.
rental, and I don't think Kirk would do that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Stupid
he's
no
also said
trade
he wants to
clause.
retire a Viking, and like
Hmm.
shit, I don't know, man.
Yeah, but do the Vikings want him to retire a Viking?
Good
Just
question.
asking for a friend. He's, you know,
You know what? After the QB documentary, I wouldn't mind it. He's goofy enough, but we just
yeah,
I don't know.
he's mediocre enough for Minnesota for sure.
He can make Justin Jefferson the best wide receiver in the league, so that's good enough for me.
There you go.
Yeah. Anything week 5 stick out to you? Do you watch football, or you're Jameson and you don't watch it?
No, I watch football. It's usually in the background while I do other stuff, but it's
Oh,
always like on. But I'm not. I'm a red zone or like a 5 pictures in one type of person. As many as like YouTube will let me have is how many
oh yeah,
screens I have going.
nice.
So yeah, I'll typically have that somewhere, either not even on my actual computer, but like set up elsewhere, so it's just in the corner of my eye, and then I can look over when I need to.
Gotcha. While you're
Yep.
coding.
Yeah, just doing nerd shit for nerd things.
Are you working? Are you still working on your fantasy spreadsheets?
Yeah, so I was working on a optimizer, which is like it's a tool that already exists, but it was just a good problem for me to solve, and I got that figured out. But now, I've never really dabbled in machine learning, so I was working on something like that. But it's kind of a pain to grab all the databases sets, so I've been doing that. But I only have 3 years of data. Otherwise, you have to pay to use an API to pull from it regularly, and it's like $150 a month, and I don't care
Oh,
that much. Yeah,
yeah.
so
We'll just go with the free data.
yeah, the ones I've been slowly pulling off the internet in my free time. So a lot of copy and paste, manual labor, super fun. But yeah, so
Sounds
we're
like a blast.
just dabbling with some personal projects just to screw around because otherwise I wouldn't really care if it was, if it was relevant to like something that would be useful in society, I wouldn't have no interest in it. So
This is just to potentially win me $800 in a
except
weekend.
for as Jameson has very astutely pointed out, it's only as good as my ability to change it, and I need it to work because I'm terrible at fantasy.
Yeah.
And so I need someone else to train the model that doesn't have my
Your
input.
biases.
Yes, exactly.
I thought the purpose of this was to put your biases in it to prove yourself versus everyone else.
No, no, no. It's to make it better than me, so I just listen to it and I don't have to think anymore. I'm going to spend
Mm.
I don't know, 300 hours to save myself 30 minutes a week for the next 10 years.
Oh, I see. That makes
Yeah,
more sense. All
yeah, but it would, again, it's cost effective, not worth it in time or anything. So yes, it's a waste of everyone's time, including mine.
right. That goes back to your midlife or Midwest crisis.
Yeah,
You're,
exactly. And
you're,
I apologize to everyone who just had to listen to that. You are all now dumber, and may
you're,
God help
you're,
you.
you're cones of Dunshiring right now. You're just lost.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Yes.
back
On
to week
to
5.
uh, yeah. I didn't have anything else. I mean, Kyle Pitts was good. That was nice.
Yeah, he was. The tight ends were all great, actually. I thought that was interesting.
Every
Kyle
tight end was
Pitts.
good except for the one I had, Hunter
Yep.
Henry.
Yeah, well, he's not good, so that was your call.
He's
But
not.
George Kittle, Kyle Pitts, Dallas Goddard,
Komet.
even Darren Waller made an appearance. Travis
Yep.
Kelsey did what Travis Kelsey always does. Kyle Pitts doesn't.
Yeah, good week to
Yeah,
have every tight end but Hunter Henry actually.
yeah, it was. It was.
Um, cool. Next thing, undefeated teams. There's only one still. One
Whew.
left. Alex Mallet. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
again, he just joined the league because other guys left. He just winged it, and he's the only undefeated team in the entire league. Shout out Mallet. Good job, buddy.
Nice.
All right, start sits and goofy shit. We have Guggenheim. That is Will and I's league. Let's go Guggenheim. We're first and best. Um, so Foster was originally 0 and 4. He'd been struggling pretty mightily because he has Burrow and Chase and Brees, and all those guys took a while to get going. But holy fucking shit, did they get going this week? He drops 202 points on Langton. Langton was the second highest point scored of all teams in our 84-man league, and he lost by 100 points to Foster. That's I don't know. I can't remember last time we saw 200. That's
Yeah.
probably been a while. So extremely impressive. Um, and all of
And it
Foster's players are like they're kind of hitting this area of the season where all of them have green matchups for the next like month. So he's in really really good shape.
and they also though he didn't get a perfect game, which I always love with the 200 points.
Yeah, yeah,
he
yeah. He
Yeah.
had Brees, he had Chase, he had
Mm-hmm.
Burrow. I think he had Kittle. And the
He
great
had the
thing
Jets
about
defense that put up 20 something.
Yep, great thing about all
Um,
that is I'm next. I get to play Foster this week, so I'll take all that to my face as a 2 and 3 guy, and I'll just be a stepping stone for Foster to get where he needs to go. Next thing, Herman German. We got 2 Herman German stats here. Freeze was the other undefeated team, and he lost for the first time. He got crushed. Also in the same league, Tim Wood beat Zach Elliott by a point, even though
Whew.
he left Javonte Williams in his lineup. So dodged the bullet there, Tim. We got Blipto, Shugart. He had both Justin Fields and Jamar Chase turn it around, but he still lost by 3 points. He also had Zach Moss on his bench, which would have easily given him the dub. I actually saw that Shugart has now put basically every single person on his roster on the trading block, so I'm sure that this was a massive fucking tilt week for him. I mean, you get 70 points from 2 players and still lose. That's pretty brutal. But Vos, Voss, Eric Vos. Which one is it?
Don't look at me.
He takes down Shugart because he also had like Tyreek and a bunch of other guys. So Peters Cuervo, Helt had a massive blunder here. He dropped Zach Moss for Matt Breida ahead of the week. Matt Breida, who didn't even really start. It was Eric Gray. And then Moss goes off for like 35. In Helt's defense, he would not have won even with Moss. So you can take some solace in that, I guess. That's fucking rough, man.
It's moves like that make me sad. I'm so bad at fantasy.
I know. Every move looks so fucking stupid the next week, right? Everything you do is like, why did I think of that? Why did I fucking do that? But at the time, you probably had a good reason. Like, I don't know, Jonathan Taylor getting like $80 million or whatever he got. Like, yeah, maybe I don't need
he
Moss
was like,
anymore.
Moss is done. I'm out.
Yeah. But
fair.
we never know. Nobody ever knows.
Mm-hmm.
Newhall. So Benda, he had the Pittsburgh defense on his bench. I'm never a proponent for carrying multiple defenses unless it's the playoffs, and this is why, because you start the wrong one. And he lost by the difference of his Pitt defense and whatever one he started. I don't remember which one that was, but it was pretty much exactly like, I think the Pitt defense had 21, his had like 6 or 8, and it was exactly that difference that he would have won. He's the only person I think besides Shugart that lost with Jamar Chase in their lineup, so that feels even worse.
Oh man, Benda.
Yeah, I'm surprised. No, never mind. I'm not surprised. You had a late pick like I did. I was gonna say I can't believe you don't have Jamar Chase on your roster by now.
Oh, I have thought about trying to trade for him, but he just the cost. Like in my mind, I don't have enough assets to trade for him.
Yeah. You kind of
Like when I'm looking
yourself
at
out.
like what I can give him, like I'm like this would be a fair trade, and then I'm like I have Jamar Chase, and that is it. The rest of my team is gone.
I fucking sent Foster a thing here. Hey Foster buddy, this is early last week. Hey, are you at the point where a trade's on the table? He said, hey man, I mean at this point nothing's off the table. Cincinnati has done me no favors. I said, any idea what you want for Chase or Brees? Like anything works. He doesn't respond until today. And he says, well, after last week, maybe your firstborn child and the last known specimen of a species on the brink of extinction. Like, I was in there. I had the window. I was like, whatever you want, baby, let's do it. And he just waits. And it works out for him. It pays off.
It does. That's all
damn
right.
it,
I
man.
apologize to anyone that I send insulting offers to. I just hit the spam button, basically. So
Yeah, you never know what'll happen.
exactly. But that's yeah. I just don't have enough to offer.
Yeah. All right, Old Hall. So Josh Renner, he lost with DJ Moore in his lineup. He is the only one I saw lose with DJ Moore. In presidents, we have Vanj. He is now 1-4, I believe, and he got screwed over by the Monday night Packers game. Aaron Jones was inactive. Ended up losing by less than a point. So
Yeesh.
that's bad. It hurts a lot. It's a risk.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't pay off. All right. Also in presidents, So we talked about the trade last week where Knust gave Herbert and Cortland Sutton to Ward. They were also playing each other. Ward gave up Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle?
Yes. Yep.
Jalen. Yeah, it is Jalen.
Jalen Waddle.
That at the time I was like, maybe it's not so bad. Well, turned out to be the worst it possibly could. Ward didn't even start Cortland Sutton, so I don't know why this trade happened in
So
the
wait,
first place.
he gave up Sutton and Herbert
Knust,
for Jalen Waddle.
yeah, Ward got Herbert and
Yep.
Sutton and gave up Waddle.
Wow.
So Herbert's on his way to a pretty good game. But first off, this trade's already like not good. But
Yeah, but you never know.
Herbert was on his way to an extremely good game,
Yep.
and he has a month of like their matchups are amazing.
Yes.
But what is weird to me is that Ward does not start Cortland Sutton. So
Yeah.
why did you do this if you don't even want to put the guy in your lineup? Like,
He's waiting for those trades. He's waiting for Judy to move on Friday after they
yeah,
lose to Kansas City, and it's a fire sale in Denver.
yeah. Anyway, so yeah, Knust beats him, and then he loses Herbert. I think he's for sure out this week. He'll probably be out multiple weeks. I don't even know. They might put him on IR. So that
Is
ended
he
up being
not
an all-time
already?
bad one. No, he's just doubtful right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And then last thing, Presidents. Jameson lost. His matchup was over by Thursday. He played against Justin Fields and DJ Moore.
Whew.
So he was down basically 80 points. And yeah, he got crushed by Bogey. So hope you had fun at Disney, man.
Yeah, thanks for being here.
We all appreciate your efforts.
Mm-hmm. Way to put the league first.
Yeah.
Don't worry, I'll pick up your corner. I got you.
Will, you can say hi to Goose if you want.
Hi, Goose. Thanks for the injury update, Goose. Goose said that Herbert has a finger fracture on his non-throwing hand, which is probably accurate.
We're talking about Khalil Herbert. We're not talking about Justin Herbert, dude. Oh my god.
I appreciate Khalil not injuring his throwing hand. That's an important factor.
You want Derrick Henry throws some touchdowns occasionally. You want that hand to be
you need
working.
It. Mm-hmm. It's Fumble City if you.
That's amazing. Both are injured, yes, but Khalil Herbert's a running back and his ankle or something is busted. All right. Anyway, waivers and trades. I have so the big hot topic this week was Amari DiMercado.
Mm-hmm.
Old Hall, he went for 43. He's been free in other leagues. This has been great because just today the depth chart came out and Arizona listed Keontae Ingram as the starter. So
yeah, I was like, he's fool's gold.
Yeah, so. Yeah, I got a text from Benda because I have him in Dynasty, and Benda's like, "How the fuck do you have Amari already?" I'm like, I don't know. I just fucking grab trash and hope. Like, he's not even the starter. I just have him. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, he's a rookie, and therefore I'm taking a shot.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's smoke and mirrors. Maybe DiMercado's the guy. I don't think Keontae is like special, but DiMercado is neither. So.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jeff Wilson. I know I sniped him from yours truly.
Yeah, you did.
I said that wrong. But yeah, I got him for 15. You bid. Oh, Jeff Wilson 15. I got him. Will bid. What'd you bid?
13. So that was fun. Good morning for me.
Yeah, trying to get in on that Dolphins team in any way possible. And I guess Jeff Wilson is my in. That's all I got.
Yep. That's not a bad strategy.
You remember in the beginning of the draft season we were talking about like finding the offenses that you really want a piece of, and somehow like we identify like Jacksonville and like the Kansas City Chiefs and like all this shit where we just get pieces that none of them do anything. Like Ridley's been not great, and then it's just like you should have just grabbed every Dolphin you could.
Yes, you're right, because I got Pacheco, who is good for 45 yards and a touchdown every week,
Mhm.
but that's it. Nothing spectacular. He's not impressive. Um,
Yeah, and then you just
so,
grab any wide receiver and they're all fucking terrible.
yep,
And
yeah,
then Ridley's been up and down. Like Lawrence hasn't been what we thought he was. Just like I
yeah.
don't know.
It's you know, like I said, we're real bad at this.
We are.
So, not
We
an advice
all.
show. Isn't that what Jameson always says? We do not give advice.
Yeah, I do, but it's 100% wrong all the time.
That's fair.
I mean, I should talk Cole Kmet, and I just picked him up because he's been great, and Hunter Henry
Yeah.
is the truth. Um, so the next thing, KJ Osborne, Christian got him for $88. That's awesome. 88, you blew.
Oh my God, that's so
$88 for a
many.
wide receiver is so fucking great.
And for the number two, I mean, he's the now updated from 1 to 2. This isn't like a running back where he's now like
Yeah,
like the sole option.
yeah, it's Addison, dude.
Yeah, or Hawkinson,
Yeah, yeah.
or
Oh
there's
yeah,
lots of pass
Hawkinson.
catchers. You can
Yeah,
get any of them. It doesn't matter.
that's awesome.
Oh
I
my
don't.
gosh.
I mean, Osborne's rostered everywhere already, so it's just funny to have the one
Yeah,
uh, bid be almost $90.
that's amazing.
Um, so next one, this one is pretty infuriating because we come back to presidents, we come back to Ward. It's always Ward. So Ward dropped Dallas Goddard at some
Hmm.
point before last week, and Presidents just lets him sit there. And Knust drops Hunter Henry for Goddard, who then goes off for like 120 and a touchdown. So
Yeah,
Presidents just let a fucking top 5 tight end sit on the waivers and go for free.
yeah.
Um,
He should not have been dropped like that.
I, I don't know what that is. I don't know. Everything I'd see in Presidents is just like this is the new gold. Like Jameson made his own version of gold, but then named it Presidents. I don't know what these guys are doing in here.
Yeah, I think Jameson just like put himself in the worst league and is like, we're gonna be at the top. Everybody,
Yeah, exactly.
we're all here.
Yeah. Oh, we just keep winning titles and presidents. Like, well, you're just
Yeah.
beating up on like the other fucking morons.
And
Like,
they changed the relegation structure so like only 1 or 2 people leave. So
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like
yeah. This is actually the best league, guys. Only one
uh
person can get in at a time.
and in
So exclusive.
12 years it'll be completely different.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a joke because you
That
guys are
is,
trash.
I mean, if Noose needs the title, let's be real. From what I'm just hearing of presidents, um, Noose is by far the best.
Yeah, he's pretty savvy right now. He's making all the
Hmm.
right moves.
He is,
All the right moves.
and they're letting
Fuck
him
with you.
just constantly. There's
Yeah.
no competition. So
No, they're just letting it happen.
yeah, what are these people old with jobs and kids? Good God.
That president's like a retirement home. It's like all
Yeah,
like
it's
30,
all the old.
37, 38-year-olds with multiple kids.
Yep. Go spend 2 weeks in Disney. Have fun.
Yeah.
Oh man. Anything in Old Hall?
Oh yeah, trades. More trades.
Yes.
So we got this happened a couple days ago. Or
Hmm.
no, this happened before the Monday night game. So Tom traded for Aaron Jones and gave up Brandon Ayuk. He traded with Christian. So um,
I
it
like
didn't
it.
look. Tom didn't actually start Aaron Jones,
Yeah.
and Brandon Ayuk had already played. So this must have
So
been a
he wouldn't
trade
have
that
been
they
able
worked
to
like yeah
yet.
they worked out after the games had already happened.
Hmm.
But yeah, so I can actually share the old screen here, and we'll take a look at the
Perfect.
rosters, and we'll see what. Oh God, I almost clicked the wrong thing. We'll see what Will has to say about this trade.
Ah, you're a real son of a
Loading,
bitch.
loading, show on stream. let's do that. All right. So we got Old Hall, right?
Hmm.
Here's the rosters. We got this is Christians now. We got
Okay.
Burrow, Eckler, Mostert, Waddle, Thielen,
Hmm.
Ayuk.
Yep.
Ayuk is wide receiver 2-ish. Is really good.
Yeah. Thielen, Montgomery.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense for him. He had
We
too
still got
much.
Cooper and Kurt.
Yeah, but Cooper's on bye this
Wow.
week, and yeah, and he
He went
spent
on bye last
$88
week.
on Osborne. Don't forget.
Yeah. What the?
Don't forget.
He just traded for Brandon Ayuk and just spends his entire fucking budget on another wide receiver. You already have Christian Kirk and Amari Cooper. What are you doing? Oh, that's awesome.
That is great.
Yeah, his teams look
Good,
solid. I mean,
good work.
Ayuk is a beast, so
Yeah,
go for it.
he is. And
He's a
then,
beast every other week, pretty much.
yes, and it looks like Tom's team, I would assume, is running back needy. So feels like a win-win. I would have
Um,
done either side depending on my needs.
yeah, he's got P Ryan right now at RB2. That's not ideal.
Nope.
Justice Hill in
So
the flex, so
yeah, he definitely needed that trade. That's a good job by both of them. I like it.
yeah, it's just rough because Jones is on a bye this week. So he's
Oh
probably going to eat
right.
another loss, but he will be set after that.
Yes,
Like,
and that'll bring him back healthy after
right.
1 week of playing. Good job.
Yeah. Um, he's been out for it'll be 6 weeks by then that we've lost Aaron Jones. Jesus.
I think he only played week 1, right? Or no,
Yeah.
he went back. No, he came back not this week, the previous week, right? So he
Mm.
played, and he just didn't do anything, right?
Yeah, he had like 5 carries or something.
Yep. Okay. So he like came back a little soon and just ended up not doing anything.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice.
Cool. All right, so we have one more trade. I just did this trade. Can't wait
Yeah,
to
I know.
hear what you have to say about this one, buddy. We got
I
Guggenheim, the best, first and best league.
Yep.
I traded away Derrick Henry
Hmm.
or CeeDee Lamb.
It was a good trade for both of you.
Thank you. I
Mostly
think so.
for um it was probably a better trade for Bureau because come playoff season, since he'll probably make the playoffs, Derrick Henry will
Tractor
just go
CJ.
nuts like usual. Yeah, Derrick Henry season
Yep.
in December. But I like CD. He's actually doesn't he have a really easy schedule coming up?
He does. They both had the same bye week, which made it a little easier for me to stomach getting rid of Henry.
Yep.
But yeah, Lamb has the Chargers. That's dominant. Rams is a good matchup. Philly's secondary is awful. Giants is awful. Yeah, his schedule is
Carolina's
really
awful.
nice.
Yeah, so he's gonna do really well for a while.
Yeah, my only concern is that there's been like 3 games now for Dallas where they've destroyed them so hard that
Yes.
they haven't had to play their starters, or the
Well,
opposite with San Francisco.
exactly. Yeah. They're the
uh,
epitome of just a blowout team one way or the other.
yeah, I'm hoping that some things kind of level out and Dak figures it out and I don't know. CD's
Yeah.
very good, so I'm just hopeful.
No,
The
I
other
like
thing
it.
is, I look at my bench and I'm just kind of praying. I need one more. I got Wilson, maybe.
Yes.
I'm kind of just hoping one more running back injury somewhere. I got this.
I was gonna say I was a little surprised if I would have demanded Tajay come with Henry as the
Oh yeah, I grab them
handcuff
both.
on any trade. Yeah, I'm not trading for one. I'm trading for both.
Yeah, I mean this snap count is
But
pretty interesting. Look at this. He's playing
he's
half the snaps.
well, he's dynamic.
Yeah.
He's a what do they call it, thunder and lightning or whatever stupid thing you want to hear from whatever loud yelling talk show.
Yeah. Isn't Tajay the guy who only has one ACL?
I don't think he has any anymore. I think he got rid of both of them. Can't
Wow,
injure him if you don't have them.
that's true.
So
He's bionic.
he is.
All right, so yeah, I needed since I
Yeah.
lost both Chubb and
Yes.
Mike Williams, my wide receivers were already pretty trash. Kamara's like pretty good, so I was like, let's just
Yep.
get an actual wide receiver one since. Oh, also my wide receiver one, Amari Cooper, just doesn't have a quarterback. I don't know what the fuck Deshaun Watson is doing, but apparently he's injured.
Yep.
So
He's well, you have Puka. I mean, what do you need a wide receiver? He is wide receiver one.
True. Now I have.
The Bud Light Cooper Cup, whatever you want to call him.
Yeah.
He's
So yeah,
yeah.
and then let's look at Burrell's team. His team was very, very wide receiver heavy.
Yes,
Wait,
I
where
remember
you're playing
this.
against? You're playing against him.
I have, and I sent him a trade offer that he rejected because you sent him a better offer. So fuck you.
I think it's so funny that you and I were 2 and 3. We're both obsessed with this shit, and we send Burrell offers for the same wide receiver for a our first round wide or running back or whatever, second round running back
Yes. Yep.
within like an hour of each other without
Definitely.
communicating.
No. Yeah. 100% not. I was again. I'm happy Bureau responded quickly. And again, he took the better offer in my opinion. So that was a good call. I offered him Saquon for those listening, and Saquon is Henry. I would say is probably going to have a better season than Saquon. We'll see, but
Possibly.
yeah,
Yeah,
possibly.
he didn't seem to want to move on from AJ Brown. So he's got now Lamar.
Well,
It'll
I
be
mean, I wouldn't
Henry.
either.
No, I wouldn't. Holy shit, man.
So,
So he's got Lamar, Madison. It'll
hmm
be Henry,
yep.
Debo, AJ Brown, Palmer, Goddard. Oh, he put
hmm
Henry in his flex. Yeah, whatever. That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah. He's got
Yeah,
Richardson on IR. That's a rookie move. You need to drop him. He's out 4 to 8 weeks.
yeah. You might as well just put him back in the pool for one of
Yep.
us.
hmm Oh, and Herbert is doubtful. Yeah. So yeah, he's
Yeah.
it looks like it might be a good week for me
Dude,
this week.
he's a
Thanks,
little
Bureau.
savvy here. Look at this. He's got
I know.
McLaughlin. He's got Pickens. He's got,
hmm
making the trade here. He kept Goddard. Damn.
Yeah.
Way to
I'm
go, Ninja Tail Waggers.
yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, I'm feeling good about this week if Amon Ra plays, but
Yeah.
if he doesn't, then I'm out. Whenever he is out, I lose. That's just given. There's no sun in my life when he's not around. So,
It'll be back to Sky Moore for you.
yeah, I have the sun god Sky Moore. I just need all of like astrology type of
Yeah.
anything and everything I can grip my hands on.
Okay, do you have any others?
I think I just have the sun god and Sky
Nice.
Moore.
That's all you need.
Um,
You're taking
yep.
care of
Too bad there's no moon or lunar or something.
that. Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
But
that's it for
yeah.
I'm gonna check one more time, see if anybody else traded. Goose is just picking up. Goose just dropped Anthony Richardson. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
It's a good
no,
call,
that's it.
Goose. It's a pro move. Take it from someone who's with a losing record in a bottom league.
Yeah, two of us.
So, yeah.
We're combined 4-6.
Yep.
All
Real
right, so
good.
we're on to our interview with Will Postler. Can you state your name for the audience?
I'm Will.
Nice.
Yep.
When did you join the league, Will?
Don't know. 2014, 16.
Was it the first relegation year?
Yes. Whenever he expanded it is when I joined.
Okay, yeah, that would have been 14.
Okay. Yes. So it's been 8, 9 years now.
Yeah, next year will be 10-year.
Yeah, because I went to the first
Relegation.
draft in Kansas City. So
Nice.
yeah. So that was 9 years.
Pledge year. You a fall pledge?
Yes, I was with you. So whatever our pledge year is, 07.
Yes, that's
Yep.
right.
Yeah.
Hell
Makes
yeah,
sense.
07.
Mm-hmm.
All right, your history with the league. Do you know your ups and downs, your trials and tribulations?
So I'm bad, but I did win a jersey once in the bottom league that put me in presidents. And then I stayed in presidents until Jameson fucked around with all the relegation and then just decided I didn't belong there anymore without actually letting me get kicked out.
Yeah.
So, and then based on my win loss record, I got put down into Newhall last year. And then I actually got relegated by losing the loser bracket. Not even I was a game from making the playoffs, and then the two guys who should have been relegated won the loser bracket, or I was So yep, maybe I was a game and a half or something from the playoffs, something like that, where I was kind of close, but not that close. I was 2 games below 500, not great, and then
Mhm.
the guys who actually sucked crushed in the playoffs, and I was like, son of a bitch, I'm getting relegated. So Yeah, that
God
worked
damn
out
it.
well. I know, but I got to pick my league, so I picked yours because I thought if I have to suffer, so do you. And now, my new goal in the bottom league is not even to win. I don't even care about promoting anymore. I just need to make sure you never get promoted. That is like my new goal. I
Some
don't know who
collusion
I have
going
to
on.
trade. Yep, that's my collusion. It's very open about it. If anyone wants to know what I need to do to make sure Bamrick stays in this shithole forever.
I love Guggenheim. It's nice and warm down here.
Yep. And so, yeah, that is it as
So
far as my history.
do you
And
do you remember your roster for your championship season? Is that 16, I believe?
yes, I believe it was 16. I don't remember my roster, but I do remember when I got the jersey and the number was 16. I texted Jameson. I was like, "Oh, that's cool. You picked a number for me. I didn't even like think of that." Then it took me a lot longer than it should have to realize that was the year I won.
Oh
So,
no.
yeah, I'm not very smart, guys. So it works out.
That's what the spreadsheet's for.
Exactly. I need to be told very specifically what everything is. But anyway, so that was yeah, I don't remember my championship team. I just remember within the league, I think I'm above 500, which is all I can go for. I'm treating
That's
this
better
like
than me.
baseball. So, if I can win 55% of my games, I'm happy.
There you go. That's a lot of
Yeah,
it can get a lot of success winning 55% of your games.
exactly. That's like a 9-win season in the NFL. I'm going to take that.
Take that every time.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to think. I have that. What's the name of that ridiculous site that Jameson's a part of?
League Legacy?
Yes, there it is. I was just pulling it up real quick because, yeah.
Well, what's the history of the sea cows? Why did you come up with a manatee with a helmet on?
So I was trying to think of a franchise, and it's usually like a tiger or something ferocious. And I was trying to think of like the most docile, wonderfully nice, sweet animal I could think of. I was watching South Park, and they're the South Park cows. I was like, that's hilarious. I should be the sea cows, which is, a manatee. And
Yeah.
so I decided to just send that to the designer and told him to make me an NFL franchise based off manatees. And it worked out for him that he was able to just basically rip off the Miami Dolphins, which worked
Yeah.
out really well because their color rush uniforms are amazing and everything about their color scheme is great.
Oh my God. I have
Yep.
eternally will love the Dolphins uniforms are just like
Oh,
top five for forever. They're fucking awesome.
yes, exactly. So, yeah. So what am I? Oh yeah, here we go. I was 62 and 61 in the league. That's what it says.
Wow,
So,
you're right above 500.
it's like that's what I'm going
That's
for. That
all we
includes
need,
this year
baby.
too. So, whew, made it.
I am slowly climbing out of the gutter. I'm 85 and 89, but there was a lot of bad seasons
Okay.
in there.
Yeah, but you're getting there. That's what I just, if I can make the playoffs, I'm usually happy. I don't need
Yeah,
to, you just make the playoffs and try to get hot. That's all I can hope for.
that's right. The only thing I don't know about League Legacy is if it takes into account loser bracket matchups. I don't know if it does.
So, yeah. I don't think maybe.
I hope not. If
Um,
well, actually, if it does, my record is what it should be. If it does not, I'm way worse than I thought because I'm pretty sure
yeah.
every time I get knocked to the playoffs, I also lose the next two in losers bracket, like every single time.
I was gonna say I'm pretty sure the year I won, I'm pretty sure I entered the playoffs like in the fifth seed or something. So that's all I can do. I'm never gonna be very good. I can't draft for shit. I trade too
Yeah.
much. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not
we end
not
up just
great.
trading. I mean, yeah, we just
Hmm.
trade really good players for stuff that doesn't work out.
Yeah, well, last year I just did no research and I didn't like my team, so I basically just traded the whole thing away several times. And
Now you did too
then
much research.
now, well, yeah, but now I like my team, so I'm really not like desperate to trade. And
Yeah,
so I haven't been very active this year in that regard because I'm like, all right, at least I chose this team like with like, and feel good about it. But I also didn't mind my pick this year compared to last year. I was the number two. I hate the number like top five picks. I always screw it up.
too much pressure.
It
Yeah, I
is. I
mean,
can't handle that
you could be
pressure.
Paul. You could be Paul and have taken Justin Jefferson instead of CMC, and
Yeah,
now you're
exactly.
struggling.
It would have. Yeah, I mean that's, and he did exactly what he was supposed to. That's the worst part about a top pick.
Yeah.
You do everything right, and yet you fail. So,
Rest in peace, Nick Chubb.
yep. Oh gosh, that was
The
brutal.
safest
And
pick I've ever made, and it
yep.
blew up
And
in my
what's funny is if you didn't pick him, I would have, and you know that. You
Yeah, and then you
know
got
that.
stuck with Barkley, and now you're fucking damned too.
I know he's played like 1.5 games, and so
I at least
uh,
got rid of. He's not on my roster anymore. You're just sitting there on Barkley as he
uh,
like tanks your season.
yeah, he's just hanging out, just waiting for him to get hurt next by that terrible Giants team.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I was definitely would have taken him. I was all in on Chubb, and
Wait, who did you
that didn't
take?
work out.
202 or 20
Uh,
whatever you're saying.
yeah, Amon Ra, the Sun God.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you have Keenan Allen. Okay, yeah,
Yep.
yeah, you're good.
And then I took Keenan Allen 3 and Ridley 4. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, and then yeah, so like I said, my receivers have all worked out for the most part.
Mhm.
Even Ridley's bad, whatever. It's that's where I told myself I wasn't going to take a running back first round, and yet like a moth to a flame, I just
Here
can't
we
help
are.
myself.
We both fucking did
I
it, and we never did it.
know. And do you know who's picked right after our two terrible picks?
Well, it would have been McMurray, so he
It was
picked.
Steph Diggs and AJ Brown, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be wrong on Steph Diggs, but it was AJ Brown and I think Steph. And I
Let me
was
look
just
at
like,
the results right
son
now.
of a bitch.
No.
Sorry.
So Diggs and Brown. Oh yeah, after Chubb and Henry, Barkley, you mean? Yeah,
Yep.
Diggs and Brown, Lamb, Adams.
Yep.
Well, Adams didn't work out, but yeah.
Yeah. But we just should have taken either Diggs or Brown. And
They were right there.
yeah, they were. They were just begging for us to take them. And yeah, we like yeah, we're just bad at this, Austin. I don't know.
We are
You
very,
know,
very, very,
we're
very bad at
just
this.
living the dream. So
So much promise, so much pain all the time.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier, I think my time would be better spent with illicit drugs or hard drugs or something, because at least I don't know what would ruin my life more. Fantasy
Yeah. Just going
or
and getting
anything
strung out
else.
underneath an overpass.
Yeah,
Sounds more
I
enjoyable than losing to
yes,
0 and 4 Foster.
yeah, I just continually am, in pain. And yet every time I think I got it, I think I figured it out, and I don't.
Well, it's the same
So,
pattern. Like Sunday, it's going poorly. I'm pissed off. Monday, I'm like miserable. Tuesday, I'm bored.
hmm
Wednesday, waivers run, and now I'm just like swapping people all day. And
yeah,
then Thursday, I start to get hope again. Friday's like, okay. Saturday, I'm excited. Sunday morning, let's go. And then kickoff, and I don't see any of my players on red zone for like 3 straight hours.
yep.
And it's just right back to misery.
Yeah, I am like that exactly. I have red zone in the background, and then the other thing I do that is also super unhealthy is I have game casts up that are more up to date than red zone. So I
Yep.
will watch the stat lines increase before I actually watch the play. And so I have little notices that'll like ding me, like, Justin Jefferson, 12-yard run. I'm like, oh, great. And then, I'll see the points increase on my phone, and it makes me feel good for a minute.
Right.
So yeah, yeah, it's I don't know. I think watching an Excel sheet grow is like watching my team perform every Sunday. It's super satisfying, said no one. So yeah, that's it's brutal our life here. So I don't know.
Um, Goose asked if there are any 0 and 5 or 5-0 teams. Yeah, Mallet is the only undefeated right now. There are multiple 0 and 5 teams though.
Oh,
McMurray is 0 and 5. That's what you get
oh
for
right.
auto drafting Bijan right ahead of me, dickhead. Um,
He
Nick Blaisdell is 0 and 5 in Blipto.
hmm
We have might be it. Is there anyone 0 and 5 in Presidents? No. Yeah, that's it. Just those two.
I will say, and then he says, if anyone is still in the hunt for a win. Oh yeah. Um, my favorite fact about our league is long time, as we all know, auto drafted, and he has both the high. He's 3-2 with the most points scored and the most points scored against him.
That's
So
right.
it feels very fitting that he is both the best and goes up against the best competition and is still 3-2. So
Yeah, I think that's
yeah,
pretty heavily skewed by the 200 he just got shit on him. But
yeah, I think so. But you know,
facts are facts.
they are, and he still has the most points. He's still scored the most points in our league
Yeah.
by a
I
healthy
have
margin.
yeah, last year I think by week 7 I was the most points in the entire 84-man league, and right now I am second worst in Guggenheim.
Yeah,
And
that was.
that doesn't stack up well against the other leagues either. It's been a complete 180.
Yeah, you. What happened? I think the difference is we talked more this offseason. Maybe we should, you should never call me about fantasy. Maybe I'm the problem.
I think the difference is I'm down 3 ACLs. It doesn't
Yeah,
fucking help you.
that's
Get my
that
guys
is
some
valid.
ACLs for fuck's sake. We need to ship them
That
in from
is
somewhere.
very true. Taylor asked how everything was going. I go, a lot less stressful this year. She's like, what do you mean? I go, people are healthy for my teams, which is
Yeah,
rare. So, other
that
than
helps.
Saquon, who I've already written off, I drafted knowing he was going to die. So it's just, part of it.
I had two
But
people lose ACLs, and then a guy who doesn't have any, he just came into the NFL without any. So I'm actually
yeah,
down 4 ACLs
well,
if
I don't
Tajay
think you
Spears
can
only
count those as a loss if he doesn't have them.
if they never existed.
Well, I think they existed. You just, again, you can't tear your ACL if you don't have it. Maybe he just got them removed. He just went
Yeah,
into the doctor and was like, I don't need this, right?
that seems
It's like your
painful. I'm gonna get this out of here.
Yeah, it's like your appendix. You're like, this is useless, right? Just get rid of it, please.
Yeah, your ACL actually doesn't help you.
It's a evolutionary flaw. We
I mean,
need
for
this
fuck's sake,
gone.
the guy doesn't have them and he's doing great. What are we missing here?
I
What are we missing? Just
I don't
get
know.
rid of them.
Everyone, yeah, they keep tearing them and then everyone repairs them. Maybe they just need to tear them and get rid of them. Like
Yeah,
this
just
is your sign.
rip it out of me.
Yep. Get rid of that shit so you'd have nothing to worry about.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah, that's Tajay's
Anyway,
great.
in the back of my mind is that I make this trade and then on the Tottenham turf, Derrick Henry gets a season-ending injury and I come out way ahead of Bureau, but that probably won't happen. He'll probably go off like 45.
I was gonna say I feel like England will be good for Derek, but I don't know why. I
English
just,
Derrick seems good.
yeah. I'm pretty sure, isn't he British?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
You
sure.
know? Yeah, exactly. He's yeah, I just have this feeling that he's going to be very good at this.
Well, the reason he's on my team actually is because I traded him away in Dynasty. And I was like, what if I'm a moron and Derrick Henry's actually really good? So I got him
Mm,
in redraft, and then he has been like pretty good. He's
yeah.
I think he's running back like 18 or something. Um, but I think that might be more just because other people are going insane when they shouldn't be.
See, unlike you, I like to try and make my teams all look similar so I can just be miserable at like 0-4 all the time, every year,
Well,
every weekend.
all of my teams had Mike Williams on, and
And every
look at that.
every yep. I feel like every time I just look, I'm like, I just want to either lose them all or win them all. That's it. And
Yeah,
I think really what it is I think every year I'm going to be good at this. And so I know this guy's going to be good.
yeah. Well, I gotta have him. He's gonna be the
Uh-huh.
breakout candidate.
Exactly. So, yeah. But never works out. So
Yeah.
who's what was I going to so who's in first in presidents since you have access to the leagues?
Knust is I think 4-1. I believe he's first.
Okay.
Yeah, Knust is by himself 4-1.
I
He
think we need a
has
side pot where we can start putting odds on who's going to win presidents.
oh, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
Knust is
don't
four and
tell
one.
presidents
He
because then
has
they'll manipulate it.
yeah, he has fifth. He has less points than the three people behind him.
Okay.
50 points less than Bogey. 30 less
hmm
than Jeff.
Okay. The
Kind of
usual suspects
messed up.
are up
Yeah.
top.
Yeah,
Bogey,
it's the
Jeff,
same. Yeah,
Canoest. Yeah.
same
Yep.
group. Actually,
Hmm
Jaylong is 2 and 3 and has more points than Jameson and Davo and Ta, who are all ahead
uh,
of him. So President's all over the
Davo.
place.
Yeah. I was gonna say J Long, Davo, Bogey. Yeah, that'll make sense that they're all up there. Canoest.
Yep.
Yeah, they're all. And then the rest of them are all part of the best.
Yeah, they're just there to prop up the rest of them.
Yeah, they're there to make Jameson happy for whatever reason. I don't know
Yeah.
what. I asked him what they paid him to get him in the league, but he wouldn't answer. So I
That's
don't know what he does at Goldman Sachs, but I've seen his Halloween decorations. That's not on his salary.
There's some extra
So,
coming in somewhere.
huh. He's either selling drugs or selling spots in presidents.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Well, when Mark becomes commissioner, we can look into this. We can
No,
try Jameson.
I don't think we'll be in the league. I think Mark will be part of the fat that gets cut.
Yeah.
Mark is just out. Everybody out.
It's just him, yeah. Him and his
Yeah.
spreadsheets. He just sims 12 other people that he's
I
against.
was gonna say he's gonna draft each team by himself. Then they play against him.
I could see
So pays his dues for each individual.
that.
Yeah. I could see that with Mark. That would be good. Do you have any ideas on what Jameson's going to do to improve the league, or any ideas that you want him to do?
um, I would get rid of the only the other thing I just repeat this over and over again is that I want to get rid of kicker.
Yeah,
I
that
don't really
makes
care about
sense.
anything else. Jameson's
Uh,
talked about like points per first down. Canoes has talked, and I've thought about this too, getting rid of tight end and making it like tight end wide receiver flex or something.
yeah,
But in that case, I'd rather just make it a full flex. But
like a
I don't
super
know.
flex.
Yeah. Oh, that is one thing Jameson has said is getting rid of kicker and replacing it with super flex,
Oh, that would be cool.
which would
I don't
be
mind tight
a
end
whole
because
nother
it is
animal.
such a shit show. It feels like it's kind of like defense, where if you get the one good one, you feel really
Yeah.
good about yourself.
Yeah.
Um, and I'm still, Kelsey's looking old, but I don't know. I feel like the last like 5 years there was an argument for him to be a top 4 pick. So
Yeah. Yeah.
you know,
Those
but
that bit the bullet this year are stressing, but
hmm
he's still producing.
I was gonna say, I mean, he put up 20 points just like you want him to. So
Yeah. Yeah.
on his after he had his little tantrum on the sideline,
His low ankle sprain.
yeah,
Because
either
Taylor isn't
the
watching.
throws the head his like helmet like he just like tore something, and then is like in the game 3 plays later.
Yeah.
I saw, yeah, either Kansas City is they're just a bunch of drama queens because Mahomes did the exact same thing, or their training staff has the single greatest supply of drugs
Yeah.
in the locker room that any because they both get injured, throw a little hissy fit, go to the locker room and come back and play. It's
Or just dump a
absolutely absurd.
pharmacy into them.
Yeah.
Everything they
So
need.
hmm
Yeah, it sounds like Kelsey's
exactly.
gonna play on Thursday. Like nothing ever happened. So
Yep.
okay.
Because it is a low ankle sprain, buddy.
Yeah. You're
I did
fine.
that walking down the stairs the other week. Because I am not athletic.
Yeah. Look at
But
me podcasting the same night.
exactly. You know what I did? I walked to the bus afterwards. So suck it up.
That's right.
Yep. I didn't even have my ankle taped. Loser. Basically an athlete.
Pretty much. All right,
Yeah.
man. I don't
We'll,
have much
we'll see.
else.
No, I know. I was just trying to hit an hour to piss off Zacher. I know we're at 59 minutes, so I was trying to drag it out.
Get that last 50 seconds in there.
Anything I can to just drag this out to harass, make Zacher's day a little worse.
Is Zachar mad that it's long?
Wasn't it Zach or was it Tishan last year who complained about how long they were?
That was Tishan.
Oh, okay, Tishan, not
Yeah,
Zacher.
Tishan was because they were getting like an hour and a half. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
that is
I
kind of
know.
long.
Tishan. Oh, poor kid.
I don't know. Get a
So
job that doesn't require your attention, so you can listen to podcasts like Will and I.
exactly. Or get a longer commute.
Yeah,
One or
yeah.
the other.
There you go.
So quit living so close to your work. What are you
That's
trying to
right.
do for this once a
Work-life
week
balance.
podcast? or
Part
break
of the
it
life
up.
balance is driving to work,
Exactly.
listening to
Quit
fantasy.
breaking your friend's collarbones and figure your life out.
I bet Logan loves the Hour Plus podcast.
I bet he does, because
When he was
Logan
laying
is
in the
a
hospital recovering from your driving.
yeah.
That's a deep cut.
Tired
For
of
those
his.
who don't know, during Runner's Bachelor Party, T-Shane was driving an ATV and he flipped it and broke Logan's collarbone
Just
on top of a
just
mountain.
yep.
Not
Yeah,
ideal.
in the middle of nowhere, Montana. So
Yeah.
that was good. Yeah. So yeah, T-Shane just maimed one of his best friends.
Yeah, right in front of all of us.
Yep. And didn't even feel bad. That's what I heard.
Not at all. All
So
right, dude.
we're
Well,
at an
thanks for
hour.
joining.
I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.